McGraw in the Morning continues on the Big 550 KTRS.
Ellisville Mayor Adam Paul is being impeached. Many people are calling it a war between the City Council and the mayor of Ellisville, Chet Pleban, who, in terms of full disclosure, has been my attorney from time to time when I'm trying to stick it to people. Joins us now. Chet, good morning. Good to hear your voice.
McGraw Milhaven, good to hear you, too. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while, and normally I would give you more grief, but we're short on time, so let's get straight to the story here.
Save it. Okay.
Ellisville Mayor Adam Paul being impeached. A lot of people think, Chet, that this stems from the Walmart argument over the TIF. What do you think?
And they'd be right. McGraw, he defeated three other candidates. He got 44% of the vote when he ran for mayor over a year ago. And he ran on a platform of anti-Walmart, anti-TIF. Now, let me tell you what this is about. What this is about right now, and if you look at those allegations, I just saw them last night, and I'm in the middle of a trial here. But I briefly looked at them last night. And if you look at the charges, they go back almost a year. Now we're going to have an emergency meeting after a year of this nonsense. Wednesday night, I'll tell you, I'll write the script. They're going to vote Wednesday night, not only to move for his impeachment, but they're also going to remove him from office while they go through the impeachment process. Let me tell you why. The reason for that is there's an election in April. They have to get this done by April because there's going to be a new council that will be. The gal that moved for his impeachment and moved for the resolution is term limited, so she's not running. She's gone. So there'll be a whole bunch of new faces that may or may not agree with the position that this council is taking, which is pro-Walmart and pro-TIF. So they need to move him out of Dodge before April. And that's why they're rushing to judgment.
Okay. Are they following all of the procedures that are set up to do this correctly?
Absolutely not. Let me start with last Wednesday. Last Wednesday, I attended a meeting. You know, I've been at this business a long time, and I have never seen behavior like this. There is open hostility among those council members toward Adam Paul, who is just a nice young man. But what was incredible is that one council person, Murray, who is term limited, she's out of there in April, she makes a motion for the city attorney to prepare a removal resolution, removal of the mayor, waiving attorney-client privilege, waiving sunshine law issues of confidentiality. And so she moves. It's a 5-1, 6-1, or 5-1, 5-2 vote, because the mayor votes in this charter city. So all of a sudden, Adam Paul says, well, what are you accusing me of? I don't understand what you just said. What does that mean? What are you accusing me of? McGraw, she was incapable of answering that question. The reason that she was incapable of answering the question was because the city attorney drafted the motion for her. She didn't even know what it was about. And so the city attorney then goes and in some back room someplace prepares 11 pages worth of charges, some of which are accusations that he has a financial interest in. For example, he is accusing the mayor of trying to replace him as the city attorney. Now, if that's not a conflict, I don't know what is. But it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Now, there's a charter commission, and supposedly these charges were not endorsed by the charter commission. Explain that.
Not even, they weren't investigated, they weren't endorsed. As a necessary condition to moving for his impeachment based upon a violation of the charter, what you have to do is you've got to go to the Charter Review Commission, which is a commission of three council people, senior council people. Now, two of which, of course, are going to be ones that he ran against, so it's going to be a rubber stamp. But nonetheless, the whole idea of the Charter Review Commission is to conduct an investigation, make a determination of whether there's probable cause to proceed with impeachment. They then make a recommendation to the council, and the council is free to either accept that recommendation or dismiss the allegations. What they've done is they've leapfrogged over that Charter Review Commission and right into this impeachment process. The reason being is they got to get him out of there by April. So I mean, what can I tell you?
One of the allegations in this disclosure, excuse me, is that the mayor of Ellisville has been repeatedly drinking and using profanity on the job. True or false?
False. Absolutely, categorically false. Now, here's what bothers me. You go back and you look at these allegations, and so this allegation apparently has the effect of, well, he's sitting in a meeting or someplace, and he's drinking or intoxicated or something along that line. And so you're going to tell me that the city manager, who is charged with the responsibility of running the day-to-day operation of that city, doesn't say anything? And if that's the case, and if truly this allegation is sustained, then the city manager should be removed. I mean, I don't know how in the world you can sit there, sit on your thumbs, and not do something when you have these kinds of allegations. Not just that, but the rest of them. So what? They build a book, and then now, right before the election, they're going to move and in a hurry to get rid of him. That's what they're doing.
What are you telling the people of Ellisville to do? Is there anything they can do at this meeting tomorrow night?
Well, here, McGraw, if I'm a resident of the city of Ellisville, I'm going to be pretty disappointed at this whole process, because what's going to happen? The mayor is a voting member of the council pursuant to the charter, okay? So what's going to happen here is that those 44% of the people that voted for him, and even the people that didn't vote for him, what's going to happen is they're going to be deprived of a vote. They're going to be deprived of their voice on the council. And I think that obviously they need to make their voice known publicly. I think they need to talk to people like you. I think that they need to show this for absolutely what it is, which is nothing more than a political witch hunt, because Adam Paul tried to replace a city attorney, and Adam Paul is opposed to TIFs and is opposed to Walmart. I might also tell you that, there's litigation pending. They're trying to set aside the conditional use permit that was awarded to Walmart. Well, there may be, and I think that they're trying to get more TIF money, another $2 million. Adam Paul would have a voice in that if that happens between now and the April election. And so I suspect that they're removing him so that voice can't be heard in the event that those issues come up for a vote, or in the event that the conditional use permit is reversed by the court. Adam Paul testified on behalf of the plaintiffs in that lawsuit that's pending in the Circuit Court of St. Louis County. And so what they're doing is they're targeting a guy who has testified favorably to the plaintiffs in that litigation to silence him by removing him from office.
Chet Pleban, if he is tossed out of office tomorrow, are you going to sue the city of Ellisville?
No doubt about it. I promised them, I told them last Wednesday, I don't make many promises as a lawyer, but I guaranteed them litigation in the event that they proceed with this silliness, which I knew last Wednesday they were going to do. I just knew that this was going to come to this.
How much? How much are you going to sue the city of Ellisville for?
Well, I don't know that yet. What I think we're going to try to do is potentially prevent them from proceeding. I think that's the most important thing right now. We'll address the question of how Adam Paul has been damaged monetarily later on. The most important thing right now, McGraw, I think, is to make sure that this man's voice is heard, that the people who voted for him have his representation on that council.
Chet Pleban, we'll be in touch. Thanks for checking in. Be safe. Talk to you soon.
My pleasure.
You got it. There he is, Chet Pleban, the attorney for Adam Paul, the mayor of Ellisville.